The goal of this video is to teach you how to do a summary or paraphrase sandwich. Now this picture of this exact slider may look familiar, as we used it earlier in the course to talk about quotation sandwiches. So the big clue here is that summary and paraphrase sandwiches are actually very similar to quotation sandwiches. The only difference is the meat in the middle. Okay, so for a quotation sandwich, the meat represented the quotation. For a summary or paraphrase sandwich, the meat will represent either the summary or the paraphrase. So if we think about the different parts of the slider, this part up here, the toothpick, would be the topic sentence. Then we have the top bun, which will be the introduction to the summary or the paraphrase, including a signal phrase where we learn about the author or the publication, and we have sort of some context for the summary or paraphrase. Then we have the meat, which is your summary or paraphrase that you're including there. You have your bottom bun, which is explaining that summary or paraphrase. And then you have the plate, which is that link back to your overall thesis for your paper. So sometimes in your paper, you might not want to put a quotation. You may want to summarize a long section, or you might want to paraphrase something that the writer said in your own words, or that something that someone said to you in your own words. And this is where the summary and paraphrase sandwich comes handy. All right, let me show you an example. So we will start out here with the topic sentence. In order to succeed in an online course, it is essential that students create a study space. So we know that this paper is probably about succeeding in an online course, and this paragraph sounds like it will talk about creating a study space and how that is helpful. Then we're going to move on to the top bun, which is the introduction to the summary or paraphrase. So we have that right here. It says, according to Christina Wynn, a psychology professor at Rolling Hills University. That's the introduction, that's the lead-in. We get a little information about the writer and who she is and where she's from. That is then followed by a summary that I wrote here of her thoughts, along with the citation, because this source did have a page number. Remember that if the source does not have a page number, this parenthetical here with the number, it wouldn't be there. We would just put the period here at the end of the sentence. Anyways, here is the summary of what she said. Having a dedicated study space helps students to stay focused, but it also helps them with mental health and feeling inspired. Interesting. So then we follow that up with the explanation of the meat, or the rephrasing of the meat. That is here. It makes sense that students would focus better in a space free of distractions with comfortable seating and the supplies they need to do their work. However, the added bonus is this can help students feel less anxious and more motivated when they have their very own space to study. Lastly, we have the plate at the bottom. We're linking this all back to that main topic of success in online classes. Taking time to think about a study area is just one more step students can take to be successful in online classes. All right, so just to recap, the summary or paraphrase sandwich is just like the quotation sandwich. The only thing that is different is that the meat is not a quotation. It's not the direct words taken from a source. It is your summary or paraphrase of the words from the source. Good luck with this, everybody.